Welcome to Freedom Fridays, everybody. Welcome to the Black Wolf Rebel Show. Today we are talking about Google getting $50 million slap for racial discrimination. So we're going to get into that today. Y'all know every Friday we got some ratchetness. I know Jimmy got some special ratchetness cooking up. So, what's up to everybody? What's up?
What's going on, man?
We starting early.
Early, man. Freeway voice. Early, man. Early. Like,
what's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
We good, man.
Everything is love, bro.
I got no complaints whatsoever, man. I'm alive and kicking, man. I'm doing better than a lot of folks out here. So,
All right. So while we waiting for everybody to come in and get into the pews, I want to show y'all something I'm a little proud of. Today, my son came home from Dallas. He went and did the robotics championship, the World Robotics Championship.
Oh.
And then he came home to go to prom. And prom has been very interesting because at first he didn't want to go. This new wave is different. But I thought this was really cool. My son needed help with his tie. Baba Mar was there to help.
Okay. Double Windsor or no?
No, just single knot. Nothing fancy.
Hey, get the hell with the double Windsor, man.
The double Windsor is interesting.
Don't tell me
like how it lays.
It's a racist history behind a double Windsor.
It probably is, though. It probably is. But it's times like these, man. I mean, he's 18 now. He's driving. He done basically took over my dad's car. I ain't even got a car to drive because he be driving it. So, it's just a full circle moment for me. That's all, y'all.
No, that's love, man.
I'm giving myself
to that young man.
No, that's fire. That's absolute fire.
Mother and father.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, congratulations, man, and good job on your part, man. And that's dope. Love to see it, man. That's amazing content to start the show with. But I do want to point out for everybody watching, y'all can see he's even in the picture. He's repping, he Bamari today. So, never mind.
No, actually, I'm not. Actually, my colors are matching. So the color, This is red. This is red.
I know it's red. We know it's red.
What color is this?
A shade of red.
No, it's orange.
Yeah,
but my lighting is off. My lighting is off here.
It's still the same shade, dog. You still.
I'll take it. Go ahead, man.
You and your Bamari bag there. We get it.
Get your rocks off. Go ahead.
Hey, yo.
I'm not pausing. I'm not pausing.
Get your rocks off.
I told y'all. I told you already.
Hey,
I'm too old for that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Be careful. Donnie's in the building. Yo, our folks is here, man. Shout out to everybody pulling up live.
Too old for this shit.
We got to do that again. I'm not doing it. I'm not playing.
Too old for this shit.
So y'all can do the homophobic favor all y'all want. I ain't doing it. I'm tapping out.
You see this core?
Tapping out. Kamari be on his BS.
Yeah, all right. As long as we all know it.
Oh man. So I got something special for you though, Joe. Do I need to say pause before I give it to you?
No, because I know you. I already know you about to try and cook me, dog. I already know you about to try.
Actually, I'm not trying to cook you.
I mean, let's see, man.
Hey, Allison, welcome. All right, hold on. Let's speak to the people. I don't think Allison hasn't been on in a while, so definitely want to give her some love. What up, baby?
Allison.
How you doing?
Did you figure out which one of your cousins I saw last night?
No, I'm still I'm clueless.
I was at a joint with the mayor last night, and chick was like, "I'm Kamari cousin." I was like, "Yo," you know what I'm saying? I thought I was about to get cut or something. I was like, "Oh,
saying the name wrong."
I might be
light skin.
Yeah.
Work for the city.
I assume so.
Yeah, that's not her name.
All right,
I'm not going to dog you on the show though.
She gave me a fake name. She just came at me like I'm Kamari cuz she must have heard me.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, let me see. Because I think I know who you're talking about.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Another announcement. I told y'all I'm Baba Mar times 3 now, right?
Oh, you said you sent her
Yeah, you did. You said it
a third daughter, right?
Yeah, 3 girls. 3 girls.
Okay, yeah. All right, he kicking them girls out. All right, Emeka says, how y'all doing? Great segment Wednesday. We'll join the community this weekend. Let's get it. Let's get it. The community is getting stronger. It's getting big. Yo, I want to send a special shout out. I see he's not here now, but he's been killing it in the community with the trades. And it's just like, between Dina, right? Because Dina is already a legend in the community with her trades, right? But I just want y'all to know y'all got to get in there, man. I'm shouting out Shelby, by the way. Shelby is going crazy right now. Shelby been eating, so I want to shout out Shelby. I don't know if he's here or not.
What did you kick him at SoFi?
Yo, Shelby kicked it with SoFi. He did a Marriott joint, Spy joint. Like Shelby been going nuts right now.
You tell me that. Okay.
Yeah, Shelby in there. So yeah, man. But things are good, man. The newest podcast dropped this week was the first episode, and the feedback has been astounding. You know what I mean? The Philly Road Home Report. So go check that out. It's in the Village. And by the way, episode 2 will be in the Village way early before it hits the streets. So that's good. You know what I mean? Everything's great, man. We all set.
Okay.
Oh, I was waiting for you to cook me though, man. I know you.
Listen, man. I'm all love today, man. I'm all love today. So
okay, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sharing that. Is that the person you talking about, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not her name. Her name is Crystal.
That's what I said.
You said Cynthia.
I said Cynthia or Crystal. I said it's a C name.
That might have been on that one. And actually, you should make friends.
No, read it. Actually, read what I said. I said her name was Cynthia or Crystal. I said it's a C name. That's exactly my words.
But anyway, you should make friends with her.
Go read it and apologize.
I'm not going to apologize because it says Cynthia. I was like, what the hell is Cynthia?
Remember, because you read the one message. I said Cynthia. I said or Crystal. I said what I do know is a C name, but that is her.
I didn't see that part. I didn't see the C name.
She ran down on me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Good. It's all love with our people, though, right? It's all love with our people.
Let's get it.
Now, we can't go super crazy.
By the way, hold on.
Wait. We can't go super crazy.
I
gotta get the event right up.
I'm about to go off on you, man, because you were supposed to send me this when it's done, but look how you do me. You bring it to
done. I just got it. Got it.
You literally just got it.
Like a day ago. Yes.
Okay, a day. So that means you've been holding it for a day and you still didn't get it to me.
Listen, man, I've been busy. I'm having grandbabies. I'm going to proms. My son is going to World Robotics Championships. I'm sorry I didn't get it to you, Jim. I'm doing the Black Love thing, man.
We talked 50 times in the last day. But here's the thing, though.
I'm doing the Black Love thing.
I'm gonna show you some grace, though, because your son is competing on a national scale in robotics. So I'm gonna show you some
national.
Grace.
Whoa. Global. International. International.
I'm gonna show you some grace for him.
Thank you. And my new grandbaby.
That's right.
Andrea, I got 3 grandbabies now.
That's why you all hugs and happy today.
I'm always hugs and happy though.
I'm just waiting for the uppercut. He's throwing jabs right now. The hook is coming soon though.
No, listen, I did have something cooked up.
Where's that?
I'll save that for next Friday.
So you admit you got something cooked up?
I always got something cooked up. I'm like KRS-One. I got diss tracks for days.
Oh, listen! I do too. I'm ready.
I know you do.
It's mutually assured destruction. That's why I chill.
All right. So did we get to everybody?
No, we didn't.
Okay. All right. Allison, Don said pause. I catch reprise. Oh, okay. All right. Appreciate the love, Allison. Appreciate the love.
Always.
All right. Yep. Thank you for that, Emeka. We need you. All right. Looking forward to more real estate webcasts.
And they are on the way. I'm already cooking them up. They you know what I'm saying? They're in the air fryer right now.
So Jimmy's got something coming, and I'm going to bogart my way on his show.
I want you to.
What he didn't tell y'all is that I'm like his secret EP behind the scenes.
Oh, listen, man, and not only that, he's a big African American commercial landowner. So I mean, how can I not have him on the pod?
Oh, but listen, my sole aim going forward, I'm going to make Jimmy Philadelphia's premier real estate rock star. Watch what I do, y'all.
Listen, I want you to do. Before you say that though, I do gotta share something, right? Because I don't want people to think that I'm already a slouch out here, man.
No, you are not a slouch.
The way you said that was like,
no, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Ain't no slander.
Years and years of things happening from a negative standpoint. That's why real estate to me is such an interesting topic, because me and you were talking about this yesterday. A lot of times with real estate, some people are looking at it just from an ROI standpoint. Okay, I put my money in here, I buy the building, I rent it out, I make this, but they don't understand the full gravity, what it means to own land. Land gives you a certain level of power and control. Land allows you to feed the people. When you own land or when you develop land, you can control who goes to school where, who eats what food, who's getting policed a certain way. So there's actually, now you got me on my bad. I'm gonna chill for a second because the pod is coming soon, man. Check out the pod coming soon because I'm just going,
Man, I try to.
I know. That's why I said I'm gonna chill. But just know that it's it's deeper than rap. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. Editing, you killed the editing, dog.
So I told y'all, listen, my job is going to be to make Jimmy. He's already a superstar, a mega superstar. That's gonna be my job.
You went a little crazy with it. Yeah, you did your thing, right? But let me show you something real fast, man, because I don't want the people to think that I'm a slouch right now, man. So I want to show you this real fast, right?
Not a slouch, not at all.
Can you let me share my screen for a second? You know what I'm saying?
You got it.
Let me share my screen and show you this real fast, Kamari. I just want to show you. I don't know what you did with the editing right now, bro. Like, hold up. You got so many things up here, bro.
No, I only got. Here it is.
Boom, you got it?
No, hold on. I'm going to take this other thing down. Try it now.
All right, let's go get it. Before presenting, remove other media. Damn, it said you got too much stuff up here. What you got on the screen, bro?
That's okay. Oh, hold on. All right, go ahead. Rock out.
All right, this is what I want to show you. And I don't know if you can see that.
It's a little.
Can you see it?
No, blow it up, Jim.
All right, give me a second, beloved. What I'm gonna do is here's what I'll do. Let me take it from the drive.
But I see what you're doing now. I see
No,
what you're doing.
no, because I want to
like what you're doing. I like what you're doing.
Yeah, because I want to make sure the folks know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, your boy is already out here getting busy. You know what I'm saying? So now let me share it though.
So is that the team now? Is that the full team?
No, it's not what you think. It's not what you think. It's not a team thing right now, man. It's because we're gonna talk about that. But
okay,
here's what you got. Now this might be a little.
Now, real quick, while Jim is getting this together, we are going to talk about Google's $50 million payout to the Black employees, right? So Black employees, over 4,000 of them kicked Google in the booty for about $50 million. So we going to get into that, y'all. We going to get into that in a minute. All right, Jim, what you got?
All right, hold up, because I ain't StreamYard is wild. You can, all right, I'm gonna put an actual image file up here so we can just get it that way.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So let's do it that way. Let's see if it shows up now. All right, can you see that now?
I see it. Got Queen Tracy in the middle.
That's not Queen Tracy. That's not Queen Tracy.
That's not Tracy?
That's Ife right there. No, that's not Queen Tracy.
Oh, I don't think I know Ife. Okay, shout out to Ife.
But what it'll tell you is that, the first 2 quarters of 2025, you know what I'm saying? Like, as Larry June would say, numbers. So, Kamari, I do listen. Whatever you're gonna do to help enhance that is fine, but don't act like I'm not already out here. Like
I didn't say you were. I said you're already a superstar. You're already a superstar. I'm here to put a little fuel in the rocket booster, baby.
I'm just saying. I'm just telling
Black
you.
Love. This is what the Black Ball Rebels is about.
Yeah, I'm just telling you that we already working, man. The work is being done. The people are being helped. So I say all that to say, yo, you need a condo? I got that right now. I got some apartments, whatever you need. I got it, Chief.
Okay, hold on. Where the condo at, Jim?
I got it for cheap. I got a condo in Fresno. I'm sorry, Little Styles P Bar. No, but I got a little everything coming right now. Pause. But
where's the condo at? I'm serious. I want to know. I might be interested.
Oh, I got some Center City condos for you, dog. What you need?
Oh, that's out of my price. Never mind.
All right.
That's too much money. I ain't got that much money.
Listen, man, whatever y'all looking for, I got it. I'm just letting you know. You know what I'm saying? I got it. We're going to try it and rate it 1 through 10. I got a couple development deals in the work, dog. And what I will tell y'all, I'll share this on the pod on this Friday, is I've been talking about this for a while, how I've been, changing my career and getting more into the development side of things. That is a whole different game, yo. It's a whole different game. I've been in real estate over 20 plus years, and getting into the development side, you want to talk about like politics and things being at play. Everything changes. I say that to say this. If I take a house in the hood, right? Buy the hood. That's how I'm doing it forever. And I buy it, rehab it, rent it out or whatever. That's cool. Once you get into the space where you're trying to do like, a whole development and do things, now you gotta sit down with people. You gotta get approvals. You gotta do certain things from a political standpoint that no one cares with the little onesies. So I'm learning a lot in that space right now. And I'll probably be sharing that on a Philly Roham Report podcast because, yeah, you can't. It's a whole different ball game, dog. I feel like James St. Patrick's trying to do the Queen's Child Project. The Queen's Child Project right now. But with that being said, though, Kamar, whatever you're going to do to enhance the brand, beloved, I appreciate it. That video was fire, so thank you for that.
Don't worry, it'll be up soon. By the way, the one I dropped yesterday was fire too.
I know. Listen, I know you got some new toys in your editing bag.
Not really. I'm just going deeper in what I already got. No newness. I'm trying to find yesterday's.
What Champ is talking about? Like Champ, hold on. Let me see Champ. The Champ sent an email or something. Did I miss? Because he said that. Let me see. Boom.
Wait a minute. Champ's supposed to be in Philly this weekend, I believe, right?
Yeah, where you at, beloved? Send a message. I didn't see anything in the Patreon that's a DM. All right, so what you do is you go to the message, Champ, and then it's like an envelope. When you in the messages, you see all the different chats. Hit the envelope joint. That's how you send a DM. And listen, if you're part of the family, we appreciate that, beloved. Whatever you need, man. Let's set up the consult. Whatever you need. Thank you for the support. But shoot the DM to us, man, so we can holler at you this weekend. Anyway, man, so that's how you do it, Champ. Go to the Patreon. You'll see, I don't know if you got the app or not on your phone, but I'm looking at the app now. Right next to the little house, you'll see like a little message icon. That message icon is how you send messages. It'll bring up all the various rooms that we have messages going in. We got the trade chat, the Bitcoin chat, tax joint. But what you do is, it's a little envelope looking button at the very top next to the plus sign. Hit that button. Shoot us a message, and that's how you send a direct message to us. But I digress, man. I just wanted to share that with y'all real quick. You know what I'm saying? First 2 quarters, we getting busy, and but Kamari about to make it so the next 2 quarters we do even more busy, man. I'm trusting you, man. I'm about to hire Kamari as my manager.
I want to be your manager because then I might be richer than you.
That's okay. Listen, man. I'm not one of them people, man. I don't count other people's pockets.
Okay.
If you have the ability, this argument, I think this is part of, and this is actually a good conversation.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes in our community, right? If I'm working with Corey, right, and Corey gonna make 10 billion, right, but Corey gonna make me 5 billion, right? I'm like,
or half of them.
Corey gonna make more than me, even though before Corey I was making 22,000 a year. I don't want Corey to get rich. So I'm gonna block my own blood.
That's the ugliest. People be doing the wildest stuff with that. Like they be counting your pockets and not theirs. Like, bro, you was making $63 a week, and now I'm trying to help you get busy, and now you mad because I'm gonna make
human psychology, dog, as well. I remember as a young boy, right? Oh, we got black.
Oh, we got baby pics.
Amani Ellis. Yep.
Chocolate baby too.
So I didn't get permission to share that.
I know you filed that.
Yeah, I gotta make sure.
I get it.
Listen, I'm about to set up that brokerage account.
Set the brokerage account up.
I think they're gonna forgive me.
That'll soften the blow of you sharing baby pics that you get the permission.
Bro. Yep. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Because I told y'all a couple of weeks ago that that my grandnephew was born and I copped him some Bitcoin. He already rolling right now because you know what I'm saying. Because
listen, Bitcoin is above $1 now. So
yeah. No, that's beautiful, man. Congratulations.
No, thank you.
But I want to get back to that point real fast before we jump into the Google story.
Okay,
man.
Go ahead.
Because I think that a lot of times in our community we do that. We don't want someone else to come up, right? Even if they're working with us, and we will block our own blessings, man. And that's what we got to get away from, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember as a young boy one time, quick story time. I had a young lady ruin one of my relationships because she was like, I ain't happy, so you ain't gonna be happy. I'm like, damn, right? But
You know what that's about.
Listen, man, you know, shout out to her.
That haterade is ugly.
So my point in saying that is we do that in business a lot of times. We do it in business a lot of times, and we do it as a community, and that's something that, you know, we really got to get past. Like, I don't care. As you said, you said, I don't want to be your manager because I might make more money and you get upset. Not at all.
Good.
Not at all.
Good. Because that's the way it's supposed to be. Everybody's supposed to eat.
My granddaddy
Everybody eat B.
My granddaddy told me as a kid, there's always gonna be somebody who got more than you, and there's always gonna be somebody who got less than you.
But you know what? It's funny, right? Because a lot of this goes back to greed. And who cares if Jim got more than me or if I got more than Jim? Because if he eating, I'm eating, and if he eating, I'm eating. If Corey eating, I'm eating. If I'm eating, Corey eating. Right? So who cares if I got $5 less than him or $5 more than him? Who cares? Like, I think that's the thing we get caught up.
A lot of people care though. That's the ugly part of what we talking about.
Exactly.
A lot of people care.
And to be clear, I was joking when I said that to Jim, right? Because
no, I get it.
I know. I'm saying this for the people though. What you caught it though, it was an alley-oop for you. I didn't even know it was an alley-oop, but you caught it. I'm on my Magic Johnson joint right now, but yeah, like we do too much of that. Everybody.
No, we do because the thing is, man, I don't care if you had $1 billion more than me. That just means when we go out, you know, ribeyes is on you.
You got the tab.
Yeah, ribeyes on me for the
That's all it means. That's all it means.
Real rap, they wouldn't let me pay for everything. We fight over checks now.
No, we do fight over checks though. You got Corey good last time too.
I had to check in my hand. My man snitched and ran.
I know I just started something with it because both of y'all are very competitive. So I already know. But listen, it's just love. Anytime I can spread love with my brothers, you know, whether it's the crew here, I got other crew, I'm trying to spread love.
Absolutely.
That's what it's all about. All right, so let's get into it, y'all. Google, $50 million, 4,000 plus lawsuit, 4,000 plus, what do they call it? Civil class action lawsuit. My bad, y'all. Like, what's up with that? Google is out here Googling. What they call it? Google this?
I think it's an interesting story, right? Because I think it's about Google, but it's bigger than Google. Because if you read any sort of article or story about what's going on, Google lost a lawsuit, several $1 million, and it's talking about really a hostile work environment in terms of how people, Black folks and people of color are treated within the Google ecosystem and how they were made to feel, how they weren't giving opportunities to grow within the organization, even how they weren't Google enough, and they said that was kind of like coded language. You know, they try to talk about it being culture, but it was much deeper than that, because if only certain folks aren't part of the culture enough, what does that actually mean? So it's dog whistles. But the other part about it is it's a lot of microaggressions within the story if you read it. And it just makes me think about some of the things that we have to deal with in the work environment in general. And I was thinking about this as I was reading the article, Kamari, is that one of the things that other people will never understand is always having to explain things. I don't even do it anymore. But you know what it's like when you're in an environment, right? Even if you're an entrepreneur and you start operating in certain spaces, you having to explain things and like why this is problematic or why that is problematic. And it's not that you shouldn't try to educate, because you should, but at some point you get tired of that. Like, I you know what I'm saying? You just get tired of it. You just say, I'm not explaining anything any longer. But the fact of the matter is they lost the suit. But if you think this only happens at Google, no, it doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
It's happening in a lot of places, right? It happened at Microsoft, I believe, Google, Apple, all the tech. Like everybody says, tech is supposed to be this place for meritocracy. BS. BS.
Well, we tend to think that some of the younger, newer companies, more hip companies, we think that those things don't exist. They just taken a different form, right? And also think about this, because this isn't a battle that I fight or what have you, but I think it's interesting because there's so many battles that need to be fought. I'm glad that there are people on the front line fighting those battles. The thing about life is, we say all the time, life isn't fair, right? Fair is something you pay to get on a bus. But the fact of the matter is, if you put forth certain amounts of your labor, you should be taken care of in a certain way. We got to protect our labor. One of the things we fight for now is all the labor that was stolen from us that we didn't get. And in fact, if you want to talk about people who are incarcerated currently, there's still slavery and labor being stolen from people.
Falsely incarcerated. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but keeping it to the topic though, a workplace environment is just very interesting for folks that look like us, because again, we're constantly having to explain things. We're constantly having to move a certain way. And some folks at Google got tired of it. And because of that, they nailed them to the cross.
Now, I glanced through a couple of things while I was out trying to do the Bible thing. And I found this one article, and I found this one thing that stood out to me, right? Well, it was actually two things, but this one thing. It says the case brought by Ms. Cantu against Google relied on a leaked internal document, which allegedly showed that employees from some ethnic backgrounds reported lower compensation for similar work. So you know how they always do that, right? But it always comes back to the money. It always comes back to the money. Now, I will say this, because it goes on to say this. The class action lawsuit was filed by at least 6,600 people who were employed by Google between February 15, 2018 and December 31st, 2024. That was the new year just came about, right?
A couple months ago. But all these people got treated brown. Now they only got smacked with $50 million. That seems light to me. It does. That's light work. And when you talk about, you said 6,600?
Yeah. Because they were only reporting for 4,000. And I'm sure there's other lawsuits pending and coming, but it still seems light to me. So even when we do the work, right, we're definitely pulling ourselves up by the bootstraps, as they so not eloquently love to say to us. We do the work, they rob us of our compensation, and we still get robbed on our compensation on the back when we go to fight for it.
Yo, after say you take 30% for attorney's fees, after the attorney's fees, it's like $5,300. It's like $5,300 a person.
Ooh.
I can't even get a Nissan Sentra for that, man. I can't even get a Nissan Sentra, man. Today's agenda.
You can get like a 2000 Nissan Sentra for that.
You know what I'm saying? I can't even get a Sentra with that, doggy. What we doing? I can't get a Corolla.
Oh man, I don't know.
Sheesh. Well, I can get like 10 Berkshire B shares.
Pastor's in the building. What up, Pastor? Pastor says,
what's up, beloved? How are you, Pass?
Human psychology makes people.
Yeah, you got it.
Human psychology makes people believe that 100% of $100 is more than 10% of $1,000, especially in our community. Pass says, barring again.
I was watching this dope documentary on Paul Ackman, right? Because I've been studying some of his plays and moves. I've been in my study bag recently, and I was watching one of his interviews, and he was talking kind of about that, like the way people allocate capital, and how he, because we always go through this argument in terms of like real estate and the stock market, would you have more control? And a lot of my real estate folks, and shout out to y'all, always talk about like leverage. You can't leverage in the stock market like that. And one of the things he was talking about is the idea of leverage. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying what people say. I know you've heard.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm shutting up.
But what he was saying is that idea of you don't have to have 100% or something, right? And he's talking about big numbers. He's talking about I will buy 10% of a company. I don't own a majority of the company, but that other 90%, right, is they're fighting for my value. So they're creating value for me. When those CEOs and COOs and those board members go to work, they're creating value for me. That's a different form of leverage. Now I'm leveraging human energy and the human thought. I got the smartest minds working for me, trying to make me bread. I said to say what Pastor said reminded me of that because, by the time that Steve Jobs died, what percentage of Apple did he actually own?
Wasn't a whole lot. I think it might have been 5%, maybe. I might be wrong. Let's see. Can somebody do me a favor? Somebody in the chat, can y'all look that up for us?
What did he actually own when he died?
Did you ask Banneker?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't ask Banneker. I mean, I can ask Banneker, but I was trying to see if somebody else could find it for me.
I'm looking now.
Okay, let me know.
And clearly somebody has asked that question before because it popped up in my Google search.
No, I'm sorry. I don't know if I said Paul Ackman. It's a Bill. I'm speaking about Bill Ackman. The one from Pershing. What's it? Pershing Capital and
Pershing Square or something like that. Yeah.
Pershing Square. Yeah. I'm talking about Bill Ackman. I guess Will and Bill's the same thing, but yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Bill Ackman.
All right. So it says at the time. Well, hold on. Did somebody get it? All right. Nobody has. So I got it. At the time of his death in 2011, Steve Jobs owned approximately 0.24% of Apple stock, or about 38.5 million shares.
But they still going there.
Right. While that stock was significant, the majority of his wealth was held in Disney stock, which came from the sale of Pixar to Disney.
But think about that, though. Think about that.
Listen. So I have a crazy view of Jobs. Some days I want to call him the greatest CEO ever. Some days I want to call him the greatest asshole ever because of the way he treated his daughter.
Can be true.
Correct.
Did you read his book, by the way, the bio?
I did.
He was an asshole, bro. He was a complete asshole.
Yeah. But you know what he did? I mean, what he did was, though, when he got fired from Apple, he went and created Pixar. I think it was Next actually first.
Yeah,
and then it went to Pixar. But he created $2 billion brands on his own.
Yeah.
And so that's nothing to sneeze at. You know, that's nothing to sneeze at. And yeah, he gets all the rights, likes, and attributes of being a Caucasian delight, but he still did something. I mean,
that's why, right? In a lot of our conversation, and even we can tie this into what we're talking about in terms of like working for Google or one of them, your skill is where the value lies. So a lot of times, because we get jobs at these places such as a Google or a Microsoft, and those brands have certain equity built into it, but your skill can determine what you do. When he got, in that nonsense at Apple and left, what they didn't know is that he had talent, he had ability, right? Sometimes they believe that, that they're bigger than you are with your skills, but your skills are what dictate that, right? You created multiple billion-dollar. I think about this though, keeping it culturally relevant. I remember at the time when we had Death Row Records, right? And Death Row Records was the biggest label there was. People used to have this argument about Bad Boy and Death Row, but when you look at the numbers, right? Just objectively look at the numbers, Death Row was dominating Bad Boy. It wasn't even close in terms of numbers, right? And I remember Dre walked away from that because of the negative energy. And I remember when he walked away, he gave Bull complete ownership. And I just remember reading articles and things and people saying like, yo, he should have fought for that. That was worth XYZ and XYZ. But what he knew is he was the talent, right? What did he go do after that?
I want y'all to pay attention to Jimmy's words very closely.
What did he go do after that? Corey, you remember what he did after that, right? You remember what happened?
He went and created Eminem, and then he went on to be a billionaire.
The game, right? So
50 Cent gets caught up in that too.
Yeah, that's what we said. 50 Cent, Eminem, the game.
Eminem, 50 Cent, Game,
yeah, all of it.
All of that. That was all.
And even Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, too, right? So what I'm saying is he knew at the time that he had the talent. He was willing to walk away from that and let Bull crash out while he went and, became a billionaire, right? So it's one of the reasons why
he crashed out.
You got to work on literally crashed out, right?
Literally.
So
wow. You know what? I forgot about that. I forgot he actually hit a ball.
He literally crashed out. Literally.
Wow. I forgot about that.
I thought you was hitting this with a double entendre.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it intentionally.
Don't even ask how. But no, like literally, the talent sometimes, man, is when you work on your skills, right? If you're a programmer, if you're a tax accountant, if you're an educator, like the other day we were talking about like Shador, right? And what happened to him. But we also gave several examples of people who they may have wanted the blackball, but their talent was such at a level that they couldn't even do that, right? I mean, look at his father. His father was probably the most arrogant, obnoxious person there was, but guess what he also was? Arguably the best defensive player ever.
So you know what's funny? I hear a lot of people say Deion was arrogant. I guess I don't see it that way. Maybe I'm looking at it.
He
as a
created
money.
the primetime persona of
No,
arrogance and
but
riches.
I wouldn't consider that arrogant though. He told you what he was going to do, and then he did it. Like
No,
it
but
was.
what I'm saying
No,
is
Dion will tell you he was arrogant.
Okay.
he wanted to be perceived that way.
Yeah, listen, he said, yo, don't even. I'm not coming to you because I ain't gonna be around by then. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was very obnoxious. Like but my thing is he backed it up. To your point is he backed it up. So I guess what you're saying is if you back it up, is it really arrogance?
Or is he confident?
It could be both. It could be both. But I guess the point I'm making is when you have certain levels of talent, people, it's only so much they can do, right? So, and that works itself out in everything, man. That works itself out in everything.
So just sit back and watch the show.
Listen. Whether we talking about Robert Kelly, William Cosby, right? When they were at their apex, everybody knew what they was into. Diddy, everybody knew what they was into, but once they feel like you can't bring that same level of value, they would throw you away.
Facts. I mean, speaking of Shador, though, I think Shador is kind of funny, but not funny. Some of Shador's fans are kind of funny because why are they suing the NFL $400 million because
For emotional distress?
Like, what is going on? I don't know if this is prime time trolling, no pun intended, or what.
What attorney put their name on this?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But like people was like, Kamari, stop believing the memes. I was like, no, it was posted by the LA Times, so it was substantiated somehow.
In one of my group chats, we got a rule. It's called meme law, right? It may not be real. If it's on a meme, it got to be real, right? It's meme law. So this falls under the meme law rule. If it's on a meme.
No, this ain't meme law. This is real though. There was a meme.
It doesn't matter.
The Shade Room or one of them posted it. Then I went and looked it up. I was like, oh, this is real. This is real.
Yeah, people out of pocket, man. I want to know what attorney put their name on that though. Like man, listen, man, you wasting paper.
I guess.
You wasting paper, man.
Or he's trying to make a name for himself.
Yeah,
I don't know what kind of name, but definitely a name.
He want to be the top. He want to be the top ambulance chaser.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
like Tony Busby.
I will literally put my name on any suit if as long as like that's really how you get down. Like seriously.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's get back to these comments. I forgot the comment you left off on though. Let me go back up there.
No, you handle that. You handle that.
Handling, Roy. All right, let me see.
Sir.
So let me see. So we got through that. Congratulations, Kamari. Anthony's in the building. You know what I'm saying?
What up, man?
Congratulations come in to you, Kamari.
Thank you, Andrea.
Oh yeah, we got through that already in terms of telling Champ how to get through. He said I thought that was Corey at first on the picture with me. He thought Lance Santa was Corey. Salutations from K Diggy. Champ said, all right,
what up, K?
Listen, that was about people not wanting to get money with you. We went over the past joint already. Anthony says, facts. I can't stand pocket watching folks. They like Capital One. What's in your wallet looking at?
Hold on. Go back to Anthony's joint. Do y'all see the thumbnail or the profile pic?
Gang banging.
Yo, this boy do not miss. His low-key slander game is everything.
Anthony is the king of the
slander game.
Smoking that smoke. Yo, first of all, man, free Smokey, man. Smokey in trouble right now, man. Smokey is some ish right now, man.
Yeah, Smokey wild, bro.
I don't know what's going on with our OGs, man.
Our OGs is getting held accountable for
He about to give up a lifetime of earnings to some young bro that he couldn't keep his hands on. Like, yo, old dudes is wild, bro.
Did you see the Byron Scott lawsuit?
Byron Scott has a lawsuit?
Dog, look it up real fast so we can share it. But yeah, Byron Scott getting called to the carpet too, dog. They in their bag right now, man. They in their bag right now. Kahan's in the building. What's up, bro? First of all, shout to Kahan's wife, Callie.
What up, Kahan?
Callie's wife, his wife, they own a cleaning company, 3K Cleaning Services. I want to give them a shout out because they came to the crib today and took care of the crib. So shout them out. Shout to Callie. And Kahan as well. That's our bro. The Mecca said that kind of bread, you can probably get a Nissan Versa. So
Yeah, you can't even get a Sentra.
What's a new one though? What's a new Versa? A new Versa probably still costs more than that.
Yeah, but they just smaller. I mean, that's his point.
I get it. Steve Jobs was a terrible father. He was tripping allegedly. So
No, it wasn't alleged. It was
yeah, I don't know if that's alleged. He's admittedly a bad father. And Dre says he was a sociopath, and we need those too. That's an actually interesting point to me, because without people like him, sometimes we don't get moved forward. It's weird because they're so problematic, but in terms of being able to push things forward, sometimes you need sociopaths. I know that sounds absolutely insane, but it's a fact.
Yeah, I guess.
Lawrence, what's really good, Lawrence? Lawrence said, yeesh, they got 50 million. You know what I'm saying? That's like 2 weeks of pay for Lawrence, man. So he said that ain't enough bread.
Shout out to the Financial Grill.
That's right. Yeah, and subscribe to the pod, right?
All right, so former Lakers star Byron Scott is accused of sexually assaulting a girl 38 years ago.
You hear that, Corey?
38 years ago.
38 years ago.
All right, man.
Good googly moogly.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to laugh at no victim because listen, I do not agree with sexual assault.
Man.
But dog.
Well, we have to say alleged. We have to say alleged sexual assault.
Alleged.
Come on, man.
It happened 2 weeks ago, dog.
Come on, man.
And listen, man, and I grew up at a weird time too, because Trish Nathaniel was just never mind. Let me chill. Dre says Death Row was a powerhouse, but West Coast Productions had all the heat for real.
I mean, that brings us to what Jimmy wanted to talk about today, anyway.
No, we talked about what I'm talking about. Here you go.
Sir, I have it in writing.
That was a joke. That was an actual joke.
You were trolling me.
I was trolling you.
Oh, okay.
I was trolling you. I tell him what I said. So we were talking about what are we going to talk about tonight? We said, what are we going to talk about tonight, right? And, I'm like, well, there's that Google lawsuit. That's relevant. That's culturally relevant. It's a finance topic. I was like, and then we can
black people.
It's about black people. I said we could juxtapose that to how black SWs, even in their industry, get treated different because it's not just tech. It happens everywhere. It was a joke. But,
No. But listen, by sharing your joke, you have fulfilled your quota for the day. Thank you for hitting your SW quota.
Googly moogly. I remember when Suge got put to sleep by a barber. I remember that too.
Yeah, I heard that. Wasn't that Akon homie or Akon bodyguard or something?
Yeah, it was in the barber. I remember that too. Like, it's like we gotta. Some of our folks be online just doing too much. Like,
yep.
It's funny though, because there's certain.
Suge's still doing too much.
He is even in the can.
Call from Prison podcast.
Like some of our OGs, man, like the way they age is like, but then some of our other ones, I love the way they age, man. Like, there's certain people that the way they carry themselves is like, all right, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? But
All right, give me two people you think carry themselves as OG should. Because we got to start applauding good behavior.
I like the way AZ move. Now, some people say, well, he's not an A-list guy, but that's my guy. I love the way AZ move.
He's not people say what?
He's not an A-list person or whatever, because some people may know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about AZ Faison. I'm talking about AZ, Andre Cruz AZ, the visualizer, who's wise as Elijah. But that's what I'm talking about. Even Big Daddy Kane, right? He's an OG. I like the way he moved too, like in terms of like, keeping his name out of stuff. He pops up. He just still does great shows. All of them, like, so there's certain ones, but the other ones, like, so then like we look at that era, right? You got Rakim the way he carried himself, but then I got MC Shan who be online a while. It's like
all of them the same age.
But speaking of Queens, then we got to talk about Nasir Jones.
Oh yeah, right? I love the way
did you see what he just did? He did a show with Grandmaster Cass and Kool Moe Dee.
I love the way he moved, dog.
That's the dream of hip hop right there.
I love the way he moves, man. He's like Earth, Wind, and Fire, rims and tires, true class, and side is the realest driver. But shout out to Nas though. You know what I'm saying? I'll be front row when Nas comes to Philly at the Man. You know what I'm saying? I told you I was thinking about
my tickets, but
I was telling you I think I might throw a tux on for that though, because we got the orchestra there, but it might be a little too hot for that. But anyway.
Yo, I'm about to say you wilding, bro, in the summertime.
I'm saying he got the orchestra out though, man. I'm trying to be appropriate for the orchestra and whatnot. Anyway, man, Pat says those fans talking about that lawsuit were probably gamblers betting on his draft position and got hosed.
Yeah.
I believe that. I definitely believe that.
Yep.
Speaking
Yep,
of
people
prime
be wild.
time, his son Shiloh is hysterical. I agree with that. I think Shiloh might low key be the biggest winner out of this whole thing with Shador, because they were. I don't know if y'all were watching any of this, but they were streaming live for a lot of that whole draft thing, and he got a chance to show his personality. And the boy is absolutely hysterical. Like, he might be the winner, and his brother is. That sounds crazy because his brother got hosed, but he might be the winner in this because, he got put on a team. He got to show his personality. So Shiloh definitely is pretty funny young boy. Speaking of Coach Prime, his love letter to his mom upon launching of her sneakers today was amazing. I didn't see that. Miss Maui, please send it to. I don't know if you send it to us in the IG joint with me, you, and Kamari. Send that to us real fast, because unless you already did, I didn't chance to see it, but I gotta check that out. They got Smokey too. 40-year range is nuts. I don't remember 30 years ago, dog. I don't remember 30 days ago.
That's why it's best to keep your nose clean at all times.
B. Scott admitted to it, said he thought she was 18. Ooh. Ant got to get his mention in too, dog. S-Dub. So there you go.
Wait,
Black
what?
New York Times Square statue is a story. Yeah, that story. Did you see the Black New York? You see the statue in Times Square?
No.
I saw it. I'm laughing because your man Tariq Nasheed, he put a post up about it.
Oh God.
Trolling, but it's kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? You know. Anyway, look up the New York Times statue. Nas
All
carries.
right. Let's do this Dion thing first before we get to the ratchetness.
Okay,
I can only handle so much from the nigga verse at one time.
Okay. Let's get out. Let's get out of the nigga verse. Let's get into
You know, this is looking like it's pretty dope what Dion did for his mama. So Nike has honored his mom by dropping a sneaker.
My mama take a day off. Now Nike is honoring that grind and style with these new sneakers dropping this summer. What do you think about these shoes? Did you catch this? Here's how Nike paid the ultimate tribute to the mother of Deion Sanders with their latest drop in an absolutely wholesome gesture. Now, Deion Sanders, fondly known as Coach Prime, just revisited Nike's shoes called a love letter to Connie, a custom all-red Nike Air DT Max 96, designed in honor of his mother, Connie Knight. Deion posted photos of the kicks on Instagram after, and Connie responded with 4 powerful words on her Instagram story as she wrote, "God is so good." The shoe is a heartfelt tribute to a mother's sacrifice. And even in the past, Deion Sanders has talked about his mom's sacrifices for years when he had said, "I've never in my life seen my mama take a day off." Now Nike is honoring that grind and style with these new sneakers dropping this summer. What do you think about these shoes?
That's dope.
Did you catch this?
Shout out to Dion and his mama. That's dope.
I mean, I gotta chill, man. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be in this joint, showing emotion and whatnot. But no, that's definitely dope. And shout out to Nike. Nike is interesting because
Nike knows how to play both sides of the fence very well.
Yes, they do very well, but they're amazing storytellers, man. And that's they get it. You know what I'm saying? But
They do.
They get it.
Good or bad.
So let me ask you a question though about playing both sides of the fence, right? Keeping with our theme of the show about Google and how our folks get treated. What is your opinion about corporations in 2025 and how they move in dealing in a climate where people want to know where you stand socially? Like, do you think that it's best for a corporation to kind of do a Nike thing and play both sides, or just be strong on one side?
I don't know. Well, so I think it's weird
What
for
do you
Nike,
guys think?
right?
Not just you, Kamar, you can answer first, but everybody in the chat, how do you feel about corporations kind of being forced or to have to take a side on almost every issue these days? Like, do you think they should just remain neutral and give us products and services, or do you want to know how the corporations feel about specific social issues?
But Nike doesn't really remain issues, so they always take a side, kind of, sort of, but they sell for everybody. But it's really hard for Nike to snub their nose at black folks because their biggest generator of money is the black man.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's really hard to do it, but they still kind of do it. So,
I was watching CNBC, and they did a little segment on Target, and they were saying how Target stock is taking a beating. And a lot of our folks online believe this because of the boycotts. They actually brought that up as part of it. They said, but it's not the boycotts, right? That hasn't really proven it's to be the variable that did it. It could be
Target's earnings come out on like the 21st, right?
Yeah, they said it could be a part of it, but they gave a whole different. They gave some actual objective data that I didn't know about. Their CEO who's retiring allegedly, but to me it sounded like his retirement may not have been voluntary, but
good old forced retirement.
But that's not what they said. They said his retirement. We'll see. But they were over ordering a lot of things. So before the climate shifted in the economy, they were booming and they started over ordering things, and they ended up sitting on a lot of inventory that cost them a lot of money because remember the scale that Target operates at. And what they were saying is one of the things that has harmed Target is not taking a side on things. So people think Target took a side on DEI, right? And they kind of did, but they still tried to kind of play it both ways. And one of the analysts on CNBC said, if you juxtapose Target with Costco came out strong in terms of how they felt about everything. Any issue there is, where Costco lands, whether that's DEI, whether that's gay marriage, whatever it may be, everybody knows where Costco is. And they said, good or bad, when you have a good product and you come out and say, this is where I am, people will support you. You're going to have a lot of people that won't support you, right? But the people that support you will super support you. So the thing about Target is when you don't fall on one side or the other, you actually end up getting hit on both sides. So
that's what that is. I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm just
giving a synopsis of what they were saying. So Target is getting hit on both sides because some people feel like they're anti-DEI and other people feel like they haven't went as far enough in terms of DEI, right? So they're getting smacked on both sides. And they said they kind of have no direction as a company in terms of who they want to be. And that's their biggest problem outside of the boycotts and the other thing. Like no one knows who Target is. Their brand image and identity is kind of gone. It was like the days of Target are gone. No one even says that anymore. So the question I was asking you guys, not just you and Corey, but just in general, when it comes to looking at your companies, whether that's as an investment or even as a consumer, do you even want to know? Or do you even care?
I do. I care.
I need to know simply because it'll cost me money if I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think they all full of malarkey. I'm gonna say malarkey to protect the,
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah, but they all full of shit.
So Kamar, you said you want to know.
Yeah, I want to know.
You want to have you want to make sure you got some ethical products. Like when you eat your pancakes, they got to be ethical, environmental.
No, I believe on standing on the thing. If that's the thing you believe in, stand on it. If you don't like black people, stand on it. Then I, as a conscious consumer, can stand on my money.
So is that the only topic you care about, or is there other topics that you may,
There's a lot of topics I care about. I care about all.
I'm talking about in terms of how you looking at a company.
I mean, as we talk about social justice, I care about black folks and how they treat black folks.
Okay.
But I also do. I mean, this is something that's not really popular in the hood, in our communities. But the way companies treat Africa is really important to me as well. Because the way they feel about Africa is the way they feel about us. Yes, a lot of us don't really want to have that conversation though. But the mining of what's it, cobalt, and there's a couple other minerals, the way that they're pimping out a lot of the people is bad in my opinion. And I'm loving what they're doing. I don't want to talk about it too much, but I'm loving what they're doing, especially in West and Central Africa, because they're getting a lot of these folks out of there. And they're taking their resources back. But I'm scared. I'll be the first to say, because I've read the Confessions of an Economic Hitman, I don't even want to talk about them because, well, the way they've been talking about it anyway, we know what comes next.
Yo, they tried to assassinate my man 20 times already.
Yeah, 20 plus, which is wild.
20 times. My man been president for 3 years.
And since Eric Sherman carries himself very well too. I haven't really seen Eric Sherman.
He does.
Off my radar. Told you Jim Bucks on him. Yeah, he gonna have a better career. I'm not saying. I was just saying that whatever he does, that wouldn't be shocking to me because to me there's still no expectation behind him. Like no one is going like, I gotta go watch this Shiloh game. Watch this happen though. I was looking at the Browns roster, and I forgot that Deshaun is out to like December or January, right? They got old ass Joe Flacco, and they got the other rookie they drafted who's like 5'6", right? So I'm watching this, and I'm like, I said Shador might end up the starter here. Watch what the ratings look like.
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna say.
Now I looked up what Lawrence was talking about.
Miss Molly said, by the way, that's not the right one. His letter to his mother, that's not the right one. She said.
Okay, Miss Molly, please send it to me.
It depends on the quality and strength of the company. Ah, okay. I see what he's talking about. But go ahead though. I'll get back to your comment, Don, because Kamari just said FOH to you. A 12-foot
Y'all
bronze.
asked me to do this before. Go ahead.
Yeah. So.
So a 12-foot bronze statue of a black woman pops up in Times Square, and MAGA is absolutely losing its shit. Fuck MAGA.
Oh, they was on Twitter going crazy. I tell you the funniest joint I saw. Could y'all see the statue though? Corey, you see the statue?
Yeah, I see it.
Let me see if I can blow it up because I know it's a little.
Yo,
I mean, it's a sister. It's a sister.
It is. But when he put on this post, I was dying. So Tariq Nasheed said the statue looks like a Caribbean immigrant with a fake nursing degree, and
that's why I can't rock with him, man. I can't rock with him, man. I ain't saying nothing else. It's like he thinks it's cool to disrespect black people. Like,
I get it. I understand why you're mad, but that's low key funny,
bro.
It's not. It's not funny.
I'm listening. Maybe because it just resonated because I know people like that. So, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all.
You're not.
No, I'm really sorry. But I listen.
Yo,
all right, let me get back to Don. Let me get back to Don's community. Let me get back to Don's community. He said it depends on the quality and strength of the company. Target is a great example of a weak company picking sides. I think that's an excellent point, right? Because that kind of is the same thing we were talking about in terms of athlete and the leverage they have, right? When you're that good at what you do, it's not going to matter, right? Target he's saying is a weak company. For instance, this show
I don't know why it says it's a weak company though. I'm curious about that.
Well, in terms of
they don't have a market share. Wally World is the biggest player in their game,
and they also have no moat.
But they've always been the biggest player in that.
But Target doesn't have a moat. Like Target is something like so people will not go to Target, right? So I think a great example of that is this show we were talking about Google and the lawsuit. Google harmed a bunch of folks that look like us. Ain't nobody stopping using Google
because we can't.
Because they can't.
We're gonna go to Bing.
That's my point. That's
the point.
We're gonna go to Bing.
No, that is the point though. That's the point.
I know.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? They got us by the gonads, right? So, and that Don, that's why it's an excellent point. Rock Knox said, I want to know what they think. So Ant says, in terms of Target, my mama said in my Shannon Sharp voice, if you straddle the fence, you will bust your
I mean, that's actually a Bible verse, though. Be neither Luke, be either
whoa. The Bible says you bust your balls? That wasn't in my Bible.
Be neither hot. Where's Pastor at? Pastor will say it better than me. Be either hot or cold. Because if you're lukewarm, I will spit you out like that.
I don't know the actual quote. Pass, if you hear, help us out.
Pass knows it.
Also, for my Christian folks, I got a great question for you. This is a personal question, right? I was cleaning up and I found this like old Bible, right? It's beat up and torn up and all that. And I was getting ready to toss it, but then I was like, I don't have the balls to throw away a Bible. What do you do with an old beat up Bible?
You blaspheming.
No,
bro.
No, it's a real question. So I just set it on my table. I set it on my table, and I'm like, hold up.
Shout out to Don.
He said, I'm far from a Harvard student, just don't got the balls to do it.
No, I definitely don't. When you have an old Bible that you really can't even use for no reason because it's old, tattered, beat up, you can't even read it, what do you do with it?
Oh, man.
Is there like a place you go to recycle Bibles? Like, what do you do with it?
You take it to the church, bro.
Yeah, they don't know what to do.
All right, what's your answer for that?
Take it to the church.
Okay, because I was getting ready to toss it, then I was like, yo, I ain't got the balls to do this. I ain't gonna throw this in the trash. Just in case, right? Listen, I'm not a Christian, I'm not a believer like that, but
all right, check out what Ann said. Check out what Ann said, Jim.
He said, send it to a Bible store. Where the hell is a Bible store at?
There's a lot of them around. There
Oh,
used
there?
to be one in Shawnee Mall.
Really?
Well, it wasn't a Bible store, but they carried
I'm
Bibles.
always really good for sneakers, man.
Yeah, I mean, I know about them more intimately.
Back when the movies was popping, though. Although I almost got shot going to see Juice there, but I digress.
Somebody actually did get shot seeing Juice there.
I was there. I saw it happen. I was there. I was there the night it happened.
Okay, so I'm trying to remember his name. Because me and him was cool. We went to summer school together at King and everything.
God, shout out to my folks from Dogtown. I was up there with all my people from Dogtown. We was there seeing Juice opening night. You know what I'm saying? Boy got, But anyway.
A lot of trauma.
Yeah. I was literally there. I saw it happen. Anyway, Don says donate to Goodwill. I probably shouldn't have been there though, but shout out to my cousin who she's probably watching this, but she had me there. You know what I mean? Everybody got the older cousin that had you in spaces you ain't really supposed to be in. Anyway, this is Pastor. This comes from Pastor, y'all. So Pastor says, throw it away. It's the reason they print more of them. So if I throw it away,
there you
man.
go. Pastor gave you the plug. He gave you
Pastor gave me the throw it away.
He blessed it.
Rock has to put it on the park bench and just let Jesus take the wheel.
Yo,
that's hilarious,
boy.
No, I'm just being very transparent with our audience. That's a real question I had.
Listen, I know it's a real question. That's why it's funny.
My mom probably would never throw that thing away.
No, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was rolling to the trash and I was like, maybe I shouldn't do this.
You didn't want to get struck by lightning?
Because here's the thing, though, right? How superstition works. Something bad, something could have happened. I'd have blamed it on that anyway. Right? You know what I mean? Like, so, just in case y'all know what y'all talking about, I gotta make sure I, protect myself, man. Protect yourself.
Yo, Don, look at that. Don is cooking. Screenshot that for the day the good Lord calls you home.
Yo, Kamari and Corbin, we up here putting a little notice in my service up here.
I gotta put the fake angel wings on your back and put it on your shirt.
You gonna put a pajama on my service? What the hell happened to Jimmy? He threw that damn Bible away.
Yo.
Oh man, I got permission from Pastor. That's my spiritual leader right there, man. The power is not in the paper pages and leather cover. The power is in the word that lives within you. Ooh, talk.
Was that from the book of Eli? Because that's what my man Denzel was saying in the book of Eli.
You say Eli or Elon?
Eli.
Okay, I'm making sure I understood you.
I don't talk about races. I don't mix races with African people, man. Come on.
Okay, I respect that. Yo, by the way, side note, I saw the trailer for the Denzel Spike Lee joint, and I'm going to be there ASAP.
Front row.
No, listen, that was a double entendre too. I'm going to be there ASAP. Anyway, but it wasn't that it was Spike Lee and Denzel. It also has one of the top 2 actors of all time in there with Denzel.
Who else is in there with Denzel? Jeffrey
Wright.
So listen.
You got Jeffrey Wright, Denzel, and a Spike Lee joint.
Hold on. Jeffrey Wright might be better than Denzel.
Did you hear what I just said? I called him a top 2 of all time. And the only reason
he might be a 1-1.
Only reason I didn't say number 1 is because I'm still debating between him and Esposito. John, what's the boy?
Giancarlo.
They both of them two are the top of the top, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. Both of them are super talented. But Denzel ain't no slouch himself. He's Denzel, or as his kids call him, he's Big Zell.
Of course he's not a slouch.
He's Big Zell. I'm gonna tell you what Denzel's superpower is, and I realize this. Everybody has trash roles. I think Denzel has the least amount of trash roles. Denzel is good at picking what he plays in. So, hey, Corey, did you hear that? Did you hear what me, Kamari, and Tracy were talking about doing for this film?
Yeah, I heard y'all, but I was like, I'm broke, baby, so I can't participate.
We're gonna talk about that.
Listen, man, you can do it where no money comes out of your pocket. I've done premieres for people. Shout out to Michael Cord. And we did hosting. Didn't
What
cost
is
money.
this?
All that.
Numbers in your pocket. Listen, real quick though. Speaking of things we have coming up, Kamar, you pulled up the flyer for like 2 seconds, said nothing about it, and then took it down.
That's right. And I told you why.
I don't remember what you said.
I said it's not up on the website yet.
Okay, all right.
But we can put it up. We can put it up for the people.
No, I was too busy. I was too busy slandering you to hear what you said. So
exactly. I'm glad you finally admit that you slander me all the time. You be hurting my feelings.
Just the one time because I felt offended that you shared it and I didn't have it yet. So I you know. All right. So for the folks who don't know, right, June 14th is our next live event. June 14th at Coffee, Creams, and Dreams. It's a black-owned coffee shop on Fairmount Avenue in Philadelphia.
Downtown Philly.
Yeah, in Philadelphia. We will be there. Shout out to the owners of Coffee, Creams, and Dreams, also my business partners in a different entity. But I say that to say, pull up. We're going to have a live pod class, cash mob. We're going to spend some bread with them. You know, they got the fire pastries, the coffees, the teas, the juices, the sandwiches. Yeah, so make sure you please pull up, join us. We're going to talk about investment clubs and how to use investment clubs to build wealth within our communities. And by wealth, I don't just mean money.
There we go.
Because the fact is, our investment club, and by the way, Don, I'll get what you do, Don, because I got to get Don inboarded into our investment club. But our investment club is so powerful. And I was sharing that my testimony this past week with our investment club about how just over the last couple months, because of the people within our club, I've done business with about, 10, 20 black-owned businesses. Whether that's my brother Kamari right there in the tax world. We have people that own juice bars, coffee shops, exterminating companies, a whole black-owned deli, right? What else we got in there?
IT firms or IT consultants.
IT consultants. We have 100 black men. We got insurance folks. We got caterer, one of the biggest catering companies in the city. These are another thing. So we have everything within there. So outside of the fact that we use our resources to build wealth together, we put together a powerful portfolio. We're funding local black-owned businesses to help them scale. Doesn't mean to get cussed out, Kamari, by using the word scale. Kamari hates the word scale. But the fact is,
I just think it's overused. That's all.
Okay. We got to have a whole show about that because I want to get your full opinions. I never asked it because I'm saving it for some content. With that being said, Saturday, June 14th, 2025, pull up, as you'll see, it's not on the website yet, which is why Kamari didn't want to share it, but it will be, at least by the end of this weekend, phillycashmob.com. So don't sign up yet because we didn't put it up there. This is fresh off the press.
Fresh off the press.
And we have the president of our investment club will be there speaking as well, Joe Wilson. We'll also have the vice president of our investment club speaking there as well.
Who's that? Who's the vice president?
I mean, yours truly. You know what I'm saying?
You're the VP?
I'm the VP, dog.
Jimmy got some power. You be flying on Air Force too?
I mean, Jim D. Vance in the building. I said to piss Kamari off. All right, I'll go back to Canwell so I won't piss off.
Yeah. Come on.
I said I go back to Canwell so Kamari won't piss off. Kamari is a Democratic shield. So all right, so young Canwell.
Wow. Okay, go ahead, get your rocks off.
Whoa, easy.
I'm not pausing. No. He got guns. I got guns too.
Pause, granddad.
He got guns. I got guns too. No
anyway. June 14th, y'all, pull up. And if you're not in Philly, pull up, come to Philly and join us. We're going to have fun. You know what I'm saying? We probably can visit several black-owned businesses, man, but we're going to have fun there. It's going to be the podcast. It's going to be live. Our last live pod class, we got to drop that footage, right? Because that was crazy.
It's coming.
That's what she said. All right, so Anthony says, the West Coast Productions Bible is actually a Black Tail magazine. Sidebar. I actually had a Black Tail magazine with Blue Cantrell on the cover. Crazy work. Yo, Blue Cantrell, man.
She was Beyonce before Beyonce.
Yeah, she lived a rap. She lived a rap. JT with the super chat. So by the way, By the way, I'm actually eligible to ask to be put off suspension with our YouTube channel, but I'm waiting a couple weeks because, I'm fighting another charge Kamari got us hit with, but that
I don't know why I got it took now. What are you talking about?
The Richard.
I appeal.
I appeal too, but I want to wait till the appeal comes back before I ask him to take me off suspension.
My appeal came back. I don't know what you did. Yes.
Oh, I appealed and said it was fair use. Maybe my appeal is taking long because we already they got us like a David Stern suspension and whatnot. They treat me like Meta World Peace out here, man.
Everything's a technical foul. Everything's a technical foul.
Corey, tell me you saw the doc. It just dropped today, so you probably didn't see it. With Gilbert Arenas, yo.
The documentary? No, I ain't seen no documentary.
It's called Shooting Guard. It's about him and Javad Crittenden and pulling the guns out.
Oh yeah. I ain't see the doc yet, but I heard about it.
Yeah, they wilding, bro. They both are Richard heads, but it's
Jimmy. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's just a great doc. So I didn't even finish watching it yet, but I'm dying laughing watching it. So go ahead,
Jimmy, what did you think about that last flyer?
With the one we just showed me?
Yeah.
It's a little wordy. It's a little wordy, but it works. I mean, it's a little wordy.
Okay. All right. Well, what about this one?
I like it. I like it a lot.
What about you, Corey? You like that, Corey?
I mean, of course, Kamari's always center stage as our president, but I do like it though. Oh, pull it back up, bro.
No, you didn't ruin the vibe, man.
I didn't ruin the vibe. I want to see it. I like it.
Tell me if my vibe is ruined. You ruined my vibe.
It's fire. I like the board and all that. I see what you did. Where our youth learn to build, not just spend. Every first Saturday of the month. You know what I'm saying? We ain't put a date on this yet because we getting through some other stuff, but yeah, the work
what I got is done. It's done in advance.
We are putting in the work in the community, man. Man, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. So June 14th is the one thing. Yep. That's coming next. Corey is cooking up all kinds of stuff over there, man. Corey is Corey cooking right now, y'all. Yeah, Corey trying to get put on a list.
I am definitely trying to get put on the list.
Corey trying to get put on
the watch list.
Yeah, he's trying to get on the list. Corey trying to get allegations come out 30 years ago.
Listen, those allegations, I'm afraid.
30 years ago, Corey touched me in the GX room.
All right, so listen, everybody. We about to do our Bitcoin giveaway. Do us a favor. If you know somebody who is not invested in Bitcoin yet, share this out with them and give them an opportunity to potentially win some sats, as Jimmy likes to say.
Corey know about the GX room.
I don't know nothing,
man. Don't get me the line.
Corey, that wasn't the spot, though. The spot was the library on the third floor, but I digress. Anyway.
The library on the first floor, and then you sneak up through the
Yes. But listen, game. Anyway, Don says he has low range, almost like all his roles are interchangeably. You got to be talking about.
Who are we talking about?
You're talking about Big Zell. You got to be talking about Big Zell because Big Zell, I ain't gonna lie, that's the one knock I have on Big Zell. Pause.
Y'all think his range is low?
Now, all right.
From Glory to Malcolm X?
What? But they all the same thing.
What are we talking about? Wait, tell me you're not talking about that. They are not the same.
They are the same
character is not Malcolm X.
Malcolm X
character is not. Damn, what was his name? What was his name in Training Day?
Denzel and Malcolm X are the same person. We're working two different jobs.
That's right? Because his role was so powerful. You can only see them together.
Frank Lucas is Malcolm X that sell coke. Here's the thing. I saw the real Frank Lucas, and I saw him, and I was like, hold up, dog. The real Frank Lucas could barely speak English.
Right?
he made him the coolest man. I don't think Denzel knows how not to be cool. Denzel can't not be cool.
I would agree with that.
He has a natural cool where even if he tries not to be, I watched him play Roman J. Israel. He's supposed to be playing like this outcast weirdo, but he still was cool because Denzel can't not be cool.
But he was weird.
But he can't not be cool. Even as a weird dude, he was cool.
A cool weirdo.
But my point is Denzel has a natural cool that he can't cut off. He has a range of being that same person has a different range. I watched him in Othello. He was basically Malcolm X. But anyway,
I watched him Gladiator too.
I think Denzel's the GOAT, right? Because I think Denzel's the GOAT for like a whole different way. Like, hold up, I think Miss Maui just sent us something. Kamara, let me make sure that's okay. Here it is. Miss Maui did just say it. Are you allowed to play the YouTube video? You need the IG post. Yo, pull up Miss Maui's comment. Oh, this is dope. Yeah, you got to show it, yo. This is fire.
Okay. Where's it at?
On Instagram. Miss Maui just sent it to us. Shout out to Miss Maui. See, Miss Maui is easy.
Put it in the comment section, please. In the private comment section.
So
Don Johnson says Training Day equals Equalizer equals Book of Eli.
I mean, he ain't wrong. He's not 100% wrong, dog. He's not 100% wrong.
He's not 1,000% right either. Okay. I see what's going on.
I'm telling you, listen.
We slandering Denzel.
No, we not.
Alonzo Harris. We slandering Alonzo Harris.
Hey, matter of fact, Miss Maui, if you can you take that link and drop it in the chat and maybe Mark can get it from there because I can't do it because I'm
not in the chat. Send it to me on IG, Miss Maui, please.
She did already.
Oh, all right. Hold on. What up, Jigga?
Jigga. Yeah, I saw this dude had a party on Cinco de Mayo, right? I didn't know this was a thing because I'm old and washed. This dude, obviously, for the last like 5 or 6 years, been throwing a party every Cinco de Mayo, and it's a party in honor of Jay-Z, but it's a bunch of young folks to get together and dance to Jay-Z music and drink, and it's called the Hola Jovito. Hola Jovito, and it's every Cinco de Mayo.
Hola, yep.
That song is trash, by the way.
I disagree. But okay.
I mean, listen, you're a Jay-Z sycophant, so of course
you have a love-hate relationship with Jay-Z. Actually, you love to hate Jay-Z because you slander Jay-Z all the time. But every lyric that comes out of your big fat lips is a Jay-Z lyric.
Oh, whoa!
That was a Nas bar. Corey. Come on, Corey. That was a Nas bar.
Yo, you out of pocket right now, man. You out of pocket. Here's what I'll tell you. Here's what I'll tell you. I call a spade a spade. I'm a huge fan of Jay-Z's lyrics, but first of all, I'll never call another man Hove. That's one. Two.
Why are you afraid to call black man God? What's wrong with you? We can listen to that.
I call all black men gods.
All right, so then what's the problem with Hove? Then what's the problem with Hove?
I'm not calling that man Hove.
Why not?
His name is Sean Corey Carter. I'm gonna call him that. But the point is, as a rapper, he's probably he's one of the top 5 rappers of all time. I've never said he wasn't. But that doesn't mean I have to agree with all his moves because he's such a talented.
You don't know what his moves are, though.
And it also doesn't mean that some of them songs ain't trash. Like Hola Jovito is trash.
I like that song. It's all subjective. Art is subjective.
I get it. Vato Locos go rap in the choco. Come on, that shit is trash, though. I'm in a minority, but I'm not a fan of a lot of Jay-Z and Timbaland songs together. But
man, that was the best producer. Him and Just Blaze, in my opinion.
I think it's Just Blaze. To me, Just Blaze is
okay.
That's my opinion again. My opinion. And Bink, Bink is fire too. So he got nothing but hit because he never took a risk. So Don, that's a different way to look at it. I call it like being, he picks good roles, but you're saying that he don't take risk. Never thought about it that way. But I like Denzel, so I won't say that, right? But
define risk though.
That's true. All right, so because what I will say is I hate sometimes when people like, and I guess if you look at it as taking risks, then okay, but sometimes sticking to the script is what it is, right? So Don, right? Was the
Bone Collector a risk?
Let's try to know what Don knows, right? So Don is an investor, and for the most part, I think Don would agree that Don is more of a conservative investor, right? But Don, you've built wealth by being a conservative investor. Not trying to put you out there, but Don got that chicken. Now, because you don't take crazy risk, it's not a bad thing. You stick to the script. You stick to your ETFs. You stick to the rivers and lakes that you're used to. But that's worked for you, and it's gotten you what it's gotten you. So it's different ways to look at it. Like DMX was good at what he did, and he dropped 7 of the same albums.
Get at me, dog.
Now DMX would have got on the album, he starts singing.
Listen, his prayer. He can sing.
He got a Christmas album. My man was singing.
But what I'm saying is like we would have been like, you know,
Whoa, Don, what the hell?
oh, Don got the cannon
Why?
out. He's shooting everybody right now.
Listen, Pursuit of Happiness was a goal. I actually met that man, not well, Chris Gardner in person. The year that movie came out, we had a banquet. He was our keynote speaker. Okay, Don. I see what you're doing, Don.
He just humble bragged on us real fast. By the way,
no, I didn't.
The reason I didn't like that movie, by the way, I thought the movie was okay, but the reason I didn't like the Pursuit of Happiness movie is because before the movie came out, I read the book, and the book was so much more impactful to me personally. Yes, I'm being one of those people, right? Because I hate those people, but I'm being one of those people that I hate. When you see a movie and you talk about how good it is, they say, well, you got to read the book, though.
Who taught you to hate yourself?
Who taught you to hate yourself? Shout out to Malcolm. Malcolm bodied that.
All right, hold on. Here we go, Miss Maui. I got you right here.
By the way, a new Malcolm book drops next week.
Really? By who?
I'm going to get it for you in a second.
All
Go ahead,
right,
though. I'll find that.
I was doing it for my mom.
See, my mama's different. My mama is what they call her. She is it, a game changer. The MBM ever. Why? I'm glad you asked. First, do you have time? Because it's going to take a minute, a true moment, a monument to depict who she truly is. Ma, this ain't a letter. It's a testimony. You saw me when they didn't see me, know me or believe in me. You saw that I had a dream, a vision, a desire, and a want that wasn't normal. Is that why you took me to the other side of town to play ball? To expose me to the things we weren't exposed to in our neighborhood? Ma, is that why you worked your butt off so ends would see each other because they never met? Is that why you never took a day off from work or complained about the job that paid you just enough? Is that why you never spoke ill against my fathers when one had a drug addiction and the other one was alcoholic? Is that why you always told me that I was better than that? And you expected more from me, Mom?
He's a high school quarterback out of Fort Myers, Florida.
Is that why you were hard on me and didn't allow me to do the things that my friends did? And you didn't allow me to go to some of the places that I thought I needed to go? I had to be in the house at a certain time because you knew the streets weren't for me. And you knew that I had a gift that one day we would open it up together and show the world.
We've never seen a guy like this. Deion Sanders, they call him prime time.
Is that why you raised me to be self-reliant and not be dependent on anybody or any one thing? Ma, you taught me my confidence. I inherited my attitude from the way you looked out for everyone in the family. You had a way of always coming through regardless of what the task was. Is that why you never saw me play ball in high school? You worked nights at Lee Memorial Hospital as a custodian Monday through Friday. Is that why you never asked for anything? A home, a car, finances, or even the light that shines bright upon me? You developed a man that saw you work, sacrifice, and love unconditionally. I've never heard or seen you have a pity party about your life, but you were there for me whenever I needed you, and I still do. Just knowing you got up, made it to my professional games, just knowing that you don't ever have to work another day of your life is all the darn gas I need to keep this little engine going. Mom, is this why I have an affection to see young men and women soar to places they dreamt of soaring? Is this why I'm the father that I am, the coach that I am, the leader that I am, the weight maker that I am, and the man that I am? This all because of what I've seen since Joan Walker's apartments in 1625 Henderson Avenue until now. Ma, I seen you then, and I hear you now. And ain't nothing changed but our addresses. You are a role model of consistency. Thank you, Mom, for just being you. Ain't no mama like you. I love you, Mom.
That's hard.
That is definitely God body.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
No, that's fire. That's fire. Thank you, Miss Maui.
And by the way, we talked about OGs who are doing it well. I think Dion is OG of probably the decade.
No, Dion is doing the thing, man. Your junk got me a little choked up. So let me go sock somebody real quick or something, man. But no, that was fire, man. Because, and I'm gonna tell you what, like, out of the whole thing that happened with like Shador and all that, I think one of the things that I respected the most about it is how even they handled that, right? Because I was thinking about the fact that, like, how they were saying that they were painting him as a problem child and all these things, and I was like, yo, there's two dudes who literally are fighting sexual assault charges right now who got drafted, right?
Yeah.
This kid has never gotten any trouble. He's never done anything, not broken the law on anything. But even how he handled it, I think was good.
Nada.
No, I think how they handled it is just like, let's get to work. You see, let's get to work. It is what it is. That happened. Let's get to work. That's why my thing is, what are you always going to do about it, right? Corey has this thing. I like the way Corey broke it down when he talked about like the term responsibility. Do you have the ability to respond? Because in life, shit is always going to happen to you. But when shit happens to you, what do? Right? So ever since Corey broke it down to me, ever since Corey broke it down to me, I was like, I think about that, man. But that was very powerful, man. I don't even know how I'm gonna finish the show, man, because I'm sitting here now like, damn, man, like that's dope.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about you. I gotta get some vittles, so y'all can stay here.
No, man, I'm about to go outside and sucker punch somebody, man. I gotta get my, I gotta, I'm about to go.
Jimmy needs therapy.
I do need therapy though.
We probably all should go to group therapy. That would be good.
Only we can record it and put it in the village.
I wouldn't record that and put that in the village.
All right, but anyway, man, though, listen, we about to do our Bitcoin giveaway, though. What are we going to make the hashtag this evening, man? There's a comment I want to get to, by the way. Let me get to this. This one comment I gotta get to.
Oh God, it must be some slander, some trash talking.
It says, "You said you and Chris Gardner had a backdoor Rory Mar." Right, listen, Rory Mar is in the building. By the way, right now he's Bamari this evening for y'all. He's Bamari. He is Bamari bag tonight. But
damn. So y'all just took me down memory lane.
Trip down memory lane.
I'm thinking about my pop, right? So it wasn't me. I was with an agency that brought Chris Gardner in, because every year we would do a big client appreciation at the Crystal Tea Room. And for those of y'all who are not from Philly, it's like this really eloquent, nice banquet hall.
He's stunting right now. That's what he's doing.
I'm not studying because I ain't on it. It was on my white dollars. But I was part of this black firm they was trying to build out. But here was funny. The thing that's taking me down memory lane is I was proud to have my dad come to that particular thing. And so my dad was like, "Did you meet Chris Gardner?" And I was like, "Yeah." I said, "Going over." He's like, "No, I'm not going up to him. I'm telling him to come to me." He's like, "Chris, come here. And Chris Gardner damn sure came up to my pop. So I'm just laughing at that right now. And it was all love. It was all love.
Ask for what you want. Shit, one of the greatest moments of my life, of my entire life, is I had a speaking gig in Atlantic City at a corporate speaking gig, and my grandmother came and saw me. That's probably one of the highlights of my life.
Wow.
It's funny though, right? I literally broke down in tears on stage, like when I recognized her in the crowd. Like it was crazy, but
Now, what do you call your grandma? You call her grandma, Nana, mommy?
No, my mom.
My mom.
Yep, that was her.
So
name.
what'd you say when you saw her when you was on stage? What'd you say?
I gave her a shout out right up there. Stopped everything I was saying. I was talking real estate talk. I stopped and was like, "Yo, my grandma here, y'all," and I kind of like got choked up. And you know how black folks do that. It's funny because the room wasn't all black folks, but the black folks in the room, you know how they do when you get choked up and you try and talk. You got
Take
it.
your time. Take your time, baby. Take your time.
Yeah, they got me right though. They got me right. That works. Like,
Yep.
that's a cultural thing, y'all.
Yep. All right. So, what is the hashtag today?
Yo, what's the hashtag for this evening, man? I gotta go watch that Dion video like 2 more times though. But what's
Is the hashtag Dion? That hashtag. Oh, there we go. I think Don got it.
Hey, Nicole. Nicole pulled up.
What on Nicole?
You, Bamari.
This is orange, man. This is orange. I'm kidding.
I know.
No, I'm talking to Anthony.
I know you.
I'm tired of y'all bullying me, man. I'm feeling some kind of way. Not feeling loved here. Not feeling loved here at all.
Bullying you? Come on, man.
So, all right, hashtag Mother's Day, right? Is that it?
I know you ain't feeling bullied. You Treyway. And look at his baseball numbers: 263, 558, 39. Listen, Pedro, I'm of the opinion, and I know I might be in the minority, right? Because I believe Dion is the greatest cornerback to ever exist. And I say that because the numbers may not back me up, but I watched football religiously then. And Dion would literally lock down the side. They wouldn't even throw – he didn't have an opportunity to get numbers because they wouldn't even throw to his side, right? And I've never seen anything like that. Even subsequent, I haven't seen that. But I honestly believe, getting to Pedro's point, that if he would have focused strictly on baseball, he would be in the Baseball Hall of Fame as a baseball player. Dion was that good in baseball. And it's crazy. It's crazy because, real quick, let me finish this. It's crazy because when they went to the World Series, Dion balled like crazy, and he would have been the MVP of the World Series if they would have been able to pull it off. In fact, they were talking about still making him the MVP, even though his team lost, because he was just that good. I think he batted like 500 in the World Series. Crazy. So, yeah, man. But Dion was amazing. I think he would have been one of the greatest in baseball if he focused strictly on baseball. By the way, that's one of my little crazy opinions. And by the way, you said what was his position? He played center field. I think sometimes he played in the left field too, but he played outfield because he has speed. So he has speed, and it was crazy.
All right, so we got hashtag Mother's Day from Don Johnson. Hashtag consistency from Diggy. Hashtag Mothers. Hashtag Mothers. Hold on, Jim. Let me get these. Hashtag. Hey, Nicole. Welcome. Hashtag Sanders.
I'm already gonna be paying attention, man.
What? You did this already?
Yes, I said Nicole was in the building. What's up, Nicole? Her first post before she put that up, man.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah, but Nicola was here too. So everybody's here. But listen, this is what I want to get to. Ant says my mom showed up to my last high school football game. We was down 20-0 with 4 minutes left. I caught the game-winning touchdown. She left before she could witness my greatness.
Oh, damn.
Oh, I thought that story was going somewhere else when I started reading it. I thought, I didn't realize that's where the story was going to end. Like,
But wait a minute, y'all was down 20-0 with 4 minutes left, and you caught the game-winning touchdown. Jeez,
I thought that was going
sacks and interceptions did y'all have?
Y'all have been on the court, like Corey. I know Corey experienced this because me and Corey played on the ball team together. When a certain young lady would come in the crowd, and then somebody on your team starts showing out.
Go off. Listen.
And sometimes it works for you or against you. Sometimes they go off in a bad way, and sometimes they start playing out of their mind. Like they turn into prime Magic Johnson all of a sudden. It's like, what's going on? Oh, there she go right there. I see what's going on. Yeah, we seen that. Don said Kamari looked like he rocking a MAGA hat over there. Man.
That is really, really disrespectful. But listen, I saw a brother, and Jimmy brought this up the other day. He said, "Make Africa great." So I'm going to get a hat that says "Make Africa Great," so I can be down with the real Mexican.
What's funny is like that hat has the ability. Like again, psychology is interesting. Human emotion. I've seen people outside with like a red hat that says "Make whatever great again." Doesn't say America, whatever, because it's a play on the actual red hat. But I've seen people when they first see them give them so much negative energy, not even realizing that it doesn't say what they think it says.
Yep.
And that's crazy.
It's jarring.
Yeah.
What does it even mean? Who cares what it means? It's provocative.
20-21. It was a sloppy, muddy game. Pause. Deion Sanders is probably the only cornerback whose skill set translates in any era. Any era. I can't disagree with you, Doug. I think
All right, so we doing hashtag Mother's Day.
It might be one player more athletic than Deion in the history of the world.
Who,
Bo Jackson.
Actually, not even Bo Jackson. It is Bo Jackson, but it's not Bo Jackson. It's Bo Jackson on Tecmo, because Bo Jackson on Tecmo, is better than real life Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson on Tecmo Bowl is in a class all by himself.
Yo,
what about Barry? What about
not
Barry?
on Tecmo Bowl, bro.
I ain't talking about Tecmo Bowl. I'm talking about real life.
No,
I mean, that cat ain't have no line or nothing for a long ass
Here's a
time.
question for you, Bamari.
Michael Jordan was a great player, but he's not the athlete that Deion was. Michael Jordan could play baseball.
Not even close.
I said Barry.
Real quick though, it's a question for you, Bamari. Ant wants to know: do you think Africans will truly embrace African Americans?
Until they get rid of the Willie Lynch, mentality, no. Because I don't know when that's going to happen.
So you think that we're still going to have the FBA and continent disconnect?
One, I don't know what FBA is. Two, I think
Foundational Black Americans, man.
Yeah, I don't acknowledge that bullshit.
He's being smart, Corey. He know what it is.
I'm about to say, damn, Kamari, where you?
I don't acknowledge that bullshit.
What rock was you underneath?
I'm not under a rock. It just makes absolutely no sense to me. But okay. To me.
I'm not saying it's supposed to make sense. All I'm saying is I thought you really didn't know what they was.
I think it works as a descriptive. Why
do we need a descriptive?
Listen, as a statistician, I need descriptives. Now, with that being said,
you need white man's paperwork.
That's not
I couldn't resist.
It's not number one, but it's top five. Not number one, it's top five. Number one is Black Queens Forever. And number two might be For Good. That might be number two.
I don't know that one.
You do know that one. He's giving a speech. He's like, I can't psychologize all of them. Some of them gotta be put to sleep for good. That's gotta be two.
Listen, you need to create a class on humorisms.
No, man. Listen, he is the greatest content creator on the internet. That's all it is.
It depends on how you judge it.
So here's what I'll say about that. I'm looking at the comments. We got some more folks coming in. Remember, Mother's Day to get put into the giveaway. They truly believe hitching to a white person draws power to them, and that's pretty intense.
Correct.
So, okay, got you. So Dave Winfield might have been more athletic than Deion. He was drafted by 4 pro sports teams. I am familiar with Dave Winfield. I remember Dave Winfield, Yankee legend. But here's what I'll say. There are a lot of people that were drafted by multiple sports teams, but there are not a lot of people that actually produce at the highest level, right? And what I mean by that is Dave Winfield never played multiple sports at the pro level and was good at it. Deion did, Bo did. Shit, in fact, Bo was a pro bowler and an all-star. I don't even think Deion did that. I think Bo might have did that like the same season. Bo was like,
how short was Bo Sanders' career though?
Bo,
I don't know. Again, because his career was cut pretty short because of his injury, right?
Yeah, he messed up his hip.
Yeah, but within that time frame, he was able to be an all-star in baseball and a pro bowler in football. Nobody else has ever done that. There's a lot of folks, like even Russell Wilson got drafted in multiple sports. Half of the quarterbacks in the NFL get drafted as pitchers. Now, I do understand what you mean by saying 4 sports because a lot of them don't also get drafted in the NBA and all kinds of other stuff. I get that. But if I'm being completely honest, I think Wilt Chamberlain might have been more athletic than all of them. So,
What's up, Noble?
With that being said, put in Mother's Day to get put into the giveaway. We are giving away Satoshis. And remember, if you win, and by the way, I know that, some folks, I'm just like getting their payouts, although they won a couple weeks ago. The reason being is because I'm finding out that a lot of people don't have Bitcoin activated on their Cash App. So even if you don't win tonight or whatever, activate Bitcoin in your Cash App. So then when you do win, you don't have to have the delay in getting paid your Satoshis.
But listen, we're going to have to put a timeline on that because y'all can't be jamming us up. We got work to do.
Get jammed up. Don't mention my name. All right, Kamari, real fast. Who's the Mount Rushmore of Atlanta hip hop?
Andre,
Okay.
Killer Mike.
Oh, okay. I'm the biggest Killer Mike fan. I don't know if he makes the all-time Atlanta list.
Yeah, he makes it for me easily.
He makes it for me.
I mean, to me, he's my favorite. He's number one out of anybody. Even and by the way, that includes Andre. Now, with that being said, I still don't know if he makes it. Like just based on body of work.
And T.I. and Jeezy.
T.I. and Jeezy.
That was 4, right?
Yeah, that was
I
4.
think that was 4.
You said T.I., Jeezy, Killer Mike, and Andre 3000.
Yep. 2
So
out of 3 was Dungeon Family, right? So 50% of that is Dungeon Family.
Yeah, no Big Boy.
Not really a Big Boy fan. He can rap. He can rap.
I don't want to start. That's about to start something.
Listen,
I'll tell you this.
The question was asked.
When I
answered the
first listened
question.
to Outkast, I thought Andre 3000 was whack as hell.
But he didn't ask you. He asked me.
I know. I don't want to start a debate. I listen because it's so many. It's so many MPs in Atlanta, though, right? So,
no. Corey, what's your Atlanta Mount Rushmore? Since you got so much to say.
Killer Mike. Killer Mike. I'm going to say Big Boy.
Okay.
I don't know if
No Future.
No, I don't mess with you.
T.I.
I don't really like T.I. either.
Oh, no Ludacris.
You can have whatever
I was
you
going to say
like.
Ludacris, but I don't know if people consider him a Atlanta rapper.
It don't matter. He is an Atlanta rapper. Like that conversation is crazy too. But
I mean, listen, man. Welcome to Atlanta is one of my favorite songs. And out of all of them, he's my favorite.
What about
and
21?
I'm gonna say 3K. I'm gonna say 3 stacks because I don't want to get punched in my face by all the 3 stacks sycophants in the world.
To me, right, the answer and who's my favorite are just different, right? Because if I'm just going on body of work and things he's done, it's got to be like Andre, T.I.
It got to be Future. Got to be on there at that point.
Future would have to be on there.
Jeezy, Gucci, like all those names would be there. My personal favorites though would be like Killer Mike, would be Little Titty Boy 2. Like
Titty
those
Boy.
And by the way, Titty Boy 2 is like synonymous with Atlanta. Like it's weird in a weird way. He's like just synonymous with the city. But I think it's an interesting question because it's a lot of MCs come out of there, man.
Listen, Atlanta has a chokehold on Black culture. So
the good parts and the bad parts.
Yes. Facts. Straight facts. Straight facts.
All right, y'all, man. Future is on the Rushmore, man. Yo,
I can't argue that. I mean, he's definitely been impactful.
The funny thing is, Future got like. So I was in the barbershop recently.
Oh, you know what? Damn, Young Thug. He probably has to be on the Mount Rushmore too.
I get why you would say that. You know, not for our
generation. The same reason why you say Future.
All right. So what about JD?
Yeah, but not for rapping.
I miss JD.
I mean, JD actually writes raps and JD does rap. JD was
a lot of
R&B, trying his hardest.
JD writes a lot of R&B, and listen, I rock with JD.
No, JD, but that's the crazy. JD is so talented, right? And I think that gets lost at how talented that dude is, because outside of the R&B that he writes, which is classic R&B,
but he has another. He does.
And he raps himself, dog. He rap. We going to listen. Money in the Thing. He was on there, you know.
But here's the thing. Little John probably should go on there too. You can't deny his impact.
Here's the problem, but here's the issue. It's only 4 spots on Mount Rushmore.
I know.
But when I think of Atlanta rap, the names I think of aren't necessarily my favorite, but it's really, if you want to put Outkast as a group, so Outkast, T.I., Jeezy, and the last spot is tough because it's like,
damn. I'm looking at. So I'm looking at all the Atlanta rappers now.
Okay.
Soldier Boy, tell him.
Who we forget?
Soldier Boy, tell him.
Is Soldier from Atlanta?
I don't know.
I don't know why I thought he was like from out the West Coast.
Then we got Lil Baby. Even though I wouldn't say he goes in the Mount Rushmore, but he's definitely an honorable mention. You got Playboy Cardi. You got CeeLo Green.
You got Shorty Low.
But Shorty only had like one song though.
That song was impactful though.
That song is definitely impactful.
To this day, when that comes on, bam, bam, bam,
Oh
bam,
wow!
bam.
You got Rich Homie Quan. Damn, they do got a lot. They got a lot.
You didn't name no ladies either though.
I mean, the only lady that I saw was
Young
Lisa.
Lotto.
But Lotto, come on, man.
What?
We talking about Lotto, really?
What the hell?
Can you take me off the Summer Jam screen, man?
Yeah, why you putting on there, bro? Yeah, I mean, put Rory Marr, aka Bamari on it.
Listen, man, I'm a background player.
Here we go, President.
Listen, I'm a background player. I'm like Barry White, who only came to sing just to make sure it was right, show you right.
That's my next debate. I'm about to start putting up random cultural debates on our page.
All right,
I was having a debate with my wife this week. Who got the best verse on Secret Garden?
Ooh.
I would say.
I know what you're gonna say. At least I think I know what you're gonna say.
What do you think I'm gonna say?
I think you're gonna say Barry White.
No, I'll take care of you. No.
I thought you were gonna say you're biased.
Nah, I am biased. I love Barry White.
I'm gonna tell you who I think.
I want to say James.
I'm gonna tell you who it is, and regardless,
I'm gonna tell you who I think it is. Who I think it is.
Right answer is El DeBarge.
See, I don't think it's El DeBarge.
Nah.
I think it's actually James Ingram, the most underrated one on there.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
James Ingram was on that joint.
Yo, man,
are you kidding me? James Ingram, again, he's probably like the least famous name on that song.
But James got busy.
He got busy with the song. But the only right answer is El DeBarge, man. He went crazy.
All right, so hold on. Let's run through El DeBarge, James Ingram, I'll Be Sure, Barry White, Saida Garrett, Bill Summers, Steve Lukather, Greg. Oh no, he's not a singer. All right, so I named all the singers.
James Ingram left Earth on there, man.
So yeah, he did. Listen, that's
what I'm telling you, man. Anyway, that was a debate, so I'm about to cook up that.
Put a poll up. Put a poll up, bro.
I'm gonna put some cultural debates on our page. Come on, what do you think about that? I put the Secret Garden.
I love that. I
know a melody that we could sing together. He went crazy on that.
Listen, we got to start a singing group, man. I'm Mike. Jimmy's going to be Sean. Corey, who are you?
In the singing group, I'm the.
All right, you want to be Wyatt? Yeah, you want to be Wyatt? Hey, Jimmy, you want to be Sean?
Writer, bro. In the singing group, I'm the writer.
As a side note, Sean is low key the best member of Boys II Men, but we can
that's why I said Sean.
We can have that debate a different time though, right? Because everybody thinks it's Wanye, but
put the Atlanta debate on the page, and then we can have all of. Listen, that's Secret Garden.
I actually saw the Atlanta debate before. I've never seen anyone online have the Secret Garden debate, which is why I'm about to cook that up. I'm about to cook that up. So anyway, let's get out of here, man, because we blather chat all day long.
All right, so we only got 15 entries. It's 32 of us in there. Can we get a couple more? Y'all want
No, whoever's in is in, man.
Mother's Day.
I want to put a public service announcement out though. On Sunday, our normal Sunday class will not be here because it is Mother's Day. We got a lot going on for Mother's Day. For all the mothers that are in the village and are a member of our community overall, happy Mother's Day. We love you. We appreciate you. Please stay safe out there. Make sure you share all of what we do with everyone, not just the show, but also the community work, because we got a lot of stuff coming up. If you're not in the village, please get in the village. It's free to get in the village, even if you don't want to, have a paid membership. Paid membership is dope too. You get extra stuff. But if you want to join for free as well. Like I said, I'm not trying to sell you anything, but I got something for sale. Go to blackwealthrebels.com. Please join for free because these algorithms and these websites play games with us that we know for a fact.
And we're not sharecropping no more.
Yeah, we want to be able to communicate with our folks whenever. So go to blackwealthrebels.com and please join. A lot is coming to the Black Wealth Rebels. Listen, Corey is in his bag right now. So outside of just the content, we have all kinds of things that you guys can help us with in terms of community work. We also want to do some traveling, man. Y'all want us to do like an event in your city, please let us know. Because, you know, we will take this show on the road. As long as we got one rule, you got to be our people. Got to be for our people.
But I'll work for food.
I will too. No swine though. You know what I'm saying?
No pork on my fork, only fish on my dish.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, you know, we want to travel to the different spaces where all our folks are. We trying to figure out who got the best food in the country. Like what city got the best food?
All right, so listen. We had 15, we had 17. We had 18, and now we got 19. Can we get one more?
While we wait for one more, I got a question for both of you gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
There's only one answer for me. Out of your travels in this country or this world, what's the place you had the best food at in your life?
That's hard. I'll say Chicago, though.
For me, it's easy, dog. Chicago's number 2 for me, but for me, it's easy.
Okay, so what is it?
For me, New Orleans.
New Orleans, yeah.
New Orleans, dog. Oh
my God. So me and Jimmy went there for FinCon. I couldn't eat most of the stuff though.
Sorry to hear that.
Jimmy had a field day.
Dog, them beignets, baby. Oh man, not just that.
Baby.
The gumbo. What?
I couldn't eat the gumbo. I can't eat the
gumbo. Even the fried chicken was like, you know, had crack in it.
Now you like them fried oysters.
We got some interesting answers in there. Things I've never heard of before. Like I've never heard that Buffalo, New York got the best grubs.
Really? Home of Rick James? Cold-blooded.
Listen, I know a black man invented the buffalo wing. I saw a whole documentary on it online.
Yep.
From Buffalo, New York.
By the way, no, I did mention Gucci. Honorable Farrakhan's birthday is on Sunday too.
Okay.
Thank you, Nicole. You agree with me? Yeah, it's low key though. That's what I'm saying. He don't get his just due.
Jimmy's going to be Plies. Listen, I rock with Plies.
Hey, listen, Plies has somehow rebranded himself in an amazing way. So
he's a political commentator.
Yeah.
He be spot on though.
Hey, Brittany, I ain't gonna lie, man.
The place where I had the best food is man, damn. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm really partial to Birmingham, bro.
I saw that too. Somebody in the chat said that.
Yo, man, they get busy, man.
I haven't been to Alabama yet. I've been to just about every other state.
There, so my pop is from there, so like Jesus Christ. Like I'm gonna say this, man. The women in Birmingham can burn, bro.
Listen. When you in New Orleans, they say, yo, you start eating like that. Next thing you know, you're like, what's up, baby? Like, yo, I'm telling you.
Baby? Listen, the city is so rich with history.
The food, like, and the crazy part is everything. It's the pastries, it's the fried food, it's the dog. I was eating oysters out there like they was going out of style. I took Kamari and his wife. I had him going to multiple spots. Like, yo, we gotta try this place. I gotta get the those what was it? The oysters from the one spot.
Drago.
It wasn't even Drago's. It was the joint across the street from the hotel. What those oysters?
Oh, yeah. I know you're talking about. Yep.
Char grill joints. Oh man, listen. Shout out to New Orleans, y'all. Chicago is too. Chicago gets busy too, though. I ain't gonna front. Chicago is crazy.
You know what though? Dina brings up a good point. So Dina says Chicago's best food I've had in the U.S. Fiji and Rio, Brazil, best food abroad. Both are tied. PR is number 2. I will say this though. When I was in the Dominican Republic, we had a chef.
Yes,
they was cooking up some food.
Yeah,
so that's
the DR is that. Yeah, man. Yeah, Haiti in the DR is definitely up there. I've been to both sides of the island.
Oh, now I'm jealous because I want to go to Haiti, but geez, it's crazy out there right now.
I mean, I've been 3 times. I've been I went once with my mom, and then I went once. I went once on a school trip, and then I went once because I just wanted to.
Yo, I traveling though. Some of the best food I had was in St. Lucia. Dog, I had the best fish I've ever had in my life. I've been chasing it ever since. I don't even know what they did. I think they put some sort of hoodoo spell in that joint. Listen, St. Lucia gets busy too. They said all folks were trapping with their food. I gotta try Birmingham. Alabama was in the list a lot. Like everybody, there's a couple New Orleans joints too.
Man, everybody got the underarm fat in the yo. And then, listen, bro. Everybody, grandma got the underarm fat.
No auntie slander allowed, dog. That's
not slanderous, though. Listen, I don't wonder if the woman is cooking it from Alabama ain't got the underarm fat, bro. I don't wonder.
Corey want his women that cook foods to have a fupa, man. So listen.
Hey, I think everybody does. Let's be clear.
No, listen. I gotta get to Birmingham though, because I seen Birmingham too much in the chat. Like, you know, because we hear about Chicago all the time. Chicago gets busy. We hear about New Orleans, but I didn't realize Birmingham had it like that. It's all in the chat. Birmingham. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just gotta find a reason to go to Alabama because, like, you know, the way my studying of history is set up, Mississippi and Alabama are two places that I never thought I would have a reason to go. I've actually been to Arkansas, just not the other. Yo, grandma from Soul Food was hiding her bread in the TV. Inflation was killing her. But anyway, man, how many we got now? Bamari, so we can, you know, do this and get out of here. We got so many.
Stop disrespecting me, man.
Listen, Jamaica gets busy too. I had a great grub in Jamaica. And here's what's funny. So I used to just stay on the resorts. You know what I'm saying? I go to Sandals all the time in Jamaica.
You got to go with the peoples.
No, but I went out. You know, I've been to some crazy parts of Jamaica. Now we actually went out, and when you went out, I went out in Jamaica, dog. Where the people be at? Yeah, they get busy too. They get busy.
Yo, Ras Baraka, hold on, stop. I got the boards. Did y'all hear about Newark Mayor Ras Baraka? Because that's the mayor.
You don't be listening to me, dog. Before we started, I said free Ras Baraka. That's why I said that. That was early this morning.
But you didn't give context, man. That
first came on. You thought I was saying free him because he wasn't, you know. That's why I said
thought
free.
you were just saying freeway. I didn't know what you were talking about.
I said free Ras Baraka, man. Free the man.
No, that's crazy.
Ice pulled up.
Cheyenne said, leave the resort.
Oh, I did. I do now. Listen, so much so that I got actual people out there now, man. You know, they all on my WhatsApp, but we check in on each other, man. I got homies out there now.
All right.
Listen, I be in the trenches, man. You know,
I got mad jokes, but I'm gonna reserve those jokes.
Listen, man, I be in the trenches now when I go out there, man.
Okay.
I mean, I be hanging with the family and do this, man. The great do this, man.
Out there with Lil Knox.
No, man. Listen, man. If you know, man. The family of do this is my people now, man. So I'm gonna leave that alone, though.
Okay. All right. So let's get to this getaway. All right. So Nicole also said Anguilla is good.
That's not that didn't say Anguilla, did it? Kamari, hold on. Did I say Anguilla? Am I tripping?
Antigua. I said it too fast.
Yeah, I'm like, hold on.
No disrespect to my folks in Antigua.
So that's the crazy part. I've never heard Buffalo mentioned in a food conversation.
You did. You just talked about the ball, though.
I'm saying today on this show is the first time I've heard Buffalo mentioned, but you know what I mean? Like, you know, I think of Buffalo, I think of Rick James, you know, Griselda, Thurman Thomas. I don't think about no grub. Anyway, man, listen, man. Remember, if you win, you have to let us know that you're still here. And if you're still here, you'll get paid this evening. Alabama is beautiful, bro. Might have my second favorite. Oh, really? All this Alabama love tonight.
A lot of it. We got to make a trip. And listen, man. One of my favorite books was set in Alabama. Sky Full of Elephants.
I'm getting ready to read it. I'm finishing up a
Come
book
on, I
now.
need you to catch up, man.
No, because I started it, but I said let me stop because I want to finish this other book first. That the other book I had was on Audible too. That joint is like 16 hours, and I'm like literally 2 hours left. I'm like, I gotta finish it.
What book was that?
It's a book on the life of Edward O. Thorpe. And Edward O. Thorpe, for those who don't know, he is the first person to create an algorithm to beat the casino. So the whole thing with MIT, they all stole his thing. It's called A Man for All Markets. Then he figured after beating the casino, he left it alone and said, I'm going to Wall Street. And he's on record as being like the first quant on Wall Street. So it's a book about his life and the different things that he's experienced and what he's went through and his whole perspective on Wall Street. And what's crazy is here's a piece of gem for you. After literally beating Wall Street for gazillions of dollars, he beat the casino for gazillions of dollars. His advice is, just buy an index fund or ETF.
Just like Buffett. Wow.
But it's funny though, right? When you see people that have like done something else and he come to the realization that they're going through because but anyway, it's an excellent book. It's very long though, but I want to finish that before I get the Sky Full of Elephants.
I read Market Wizards. I don't remember him. I gotta go back and check him out. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I think honestly, Dina, I think that's where I heard about him at and went and got his book because I heard about him in Market Wizards. Mario, you want to show off that you got Market Wizards?
No, because there's a couple of different Market Wizards. And I thought I read them all, but okay. Maybe I missed it, but it's okay. That's okay. All right, Mother's Day is the hashtag. We got 19 entries in here, y'all. Y'all won't give me the 20, but it's cool. I got to get some vittles. Jimmy got to get that ribeye. Corey's got some parlays to do.
Yeah,
we gotta get out of here.
I'm tracking my son on his way back from this long ass drive, bro.
There you go, get that. By the way, I gotta do the same thing.
But
my son's out on the prom, and I gotta look at it.
But Mari, when you dropping that video, that fire video you cooked up for me, dog.
So if you keep disrespecting the great name that my mother and father gave to me, I ain't never dropping that shit.
What is it?
FOH. Right.
Come on, man. Rory Mar.
And I got more. Did you see the one I dropped yesterday for you?
I accepted the invite. What do you mean?
But did you look at it? Did you see the detail? Did you see the glory?
I said you could edit.
Nah.
You must got a new editing software. You got a new toy you ain't sharing with me, bro.
Listen. We want to centralize our duties so we can get busy. I need you to be great at one thing. I'm great at one thing. Corey great at one thing. And we're going to cook up like Oprah.
You say, Jimmy, you're the talent. Just be the talent. I got it. I got you, bro.
I mean, that's what it is. I'll be the manager. You be the talent.
Yo.
I'll be the manager. You be the talent. I know. I've accepted my position. Yo. That's why I said I want to make Jimmy a mega star in this town.
I mean, whatever works, man. I just want to help the people, man. All right, let's do the drawing, man. Let's get out of here, man. I got. You know what I mean? I gotta go watch some. I gotta get a grub and watch some Law and Order SVU. Me and Olivia got some cases to solve, dog.
All right, before I do this, real quick, what is everybody watching? Throw it in the chat while we do this drawing. Let's get it. We got 19 in.
I'm watching Daredevil right now, man.
Oh, I've been wanting to get to that. Here we go. Jimmy, you want to do the intro?
Good luck, everybody. Mother's Day it is. Remember, let us know you're still here. Send me your lightning address. Get paid.
There you go. You're supposed to say good luck. You always say good luck.
I did say good luck to everybody. I said good luck, everybody. And the winner is.
I thought it was Greg for a minute. God damn it. Shout out to Greg. Shout out to Greg.
Greg, aka the algorithm. Greg, are you here?
Yo, I think Greg might be beating Don at this point, man.
Yo, Greg's new name is the algorithm, yo. Greg,
the algo. The algo.
But here's what I'll say to that. In Greg's defense, Greg is always here supporting.
He shows up and he shows up online and in person.
And in person. Shout out to Greg.
Greg shows up on live. Greg shows up in person. So Greg, listen, the God's favor, Greg.
All right.
Hey,
Greg
boy,
says,
Greg,
I am
make sure
here. So
you get
cut me
June
my
14th.
chicken. Greg said, I'm here, so cut me my chicken.
Make sure you get there June 14th, fam.
What up, Wayne?
Salute to Wayne, village member. You know what I'm saying? JT, village member. Greg, village member. All right, Greg, shit. So, Greg, I ain't got to tell you. You know how to send a lightning address. Send the email.
He done won so many times.
Send the email. Shiloh Sanders has signed a 3-year, $2.965 million rookie contract with Tampa Bay. Ooh,
Congrats to him.
boy got his own money. Shout to Shiloh, man.
Congrats to him.
You know, I think that makes the Dion video even more special because now we're talking about another generation that has, had a nice bag. All because mom was making sacrifices and doing what she had to do now. We're talking about multiple generations from a sacrifice, of a mother, man. So that just makes the story greater, man. That's the idea.
Legacy.
Legacy is everything, bro. Legacy is everything. And, the older you get, the more you think about it. And, that's why it's dope to see, you having another grand, that's dope.
Yes, sir.
I gotta deal with your son anyway, man, because your son has his own business, and I need his services, man.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
We gotta promote his business on here, man, for the folks that may need that.
Okay. Let's see. I'll do it next time.
Next time we do it, man. So salute to him. I gotta get with him. You know what I'm saying? I need the car clean.
All right. Enough said. All right. Appreciate everybody being here. Y'all all are great. Another great conversation. Another great Friday. Another great Freedom Friday. We'll be back not this Sunday because we're taking off for Mother's Day. Salutes to all the mothers. We love all y'all. We'll
see you on
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Later.
Good night, everybody. We love y'all. Please stay safe. Black Queens forever.
And be great.
Happy Mother's Day.